welcome back to another tutorial. I'm just going to show a very quick way of putting tips on and getting the shape in. As you can see, these are just half tips and they've got a little tiny line there. So what I do is I get a nail file and I just smooth that down before putting it on the nail. It just saves a lot of time in filing once it's on the nail and getting that transition to the nail tip to your own nail nice and smooth, because the last thing you want is a big ridge on your nail. I use the dipping powder, so it's really good to get that nice smooth surface. So I just file that down. Make sure you've already measured your nail tip to your nail to get one that fits. Get your nail glue. I buy this one from Amazon. And then just pop some, not too much, just pop some on the edge. Turn it over carefully and then stick that down to your nail and hold that in place. Doesn't take very long to stick either. I sometimes put a tiny bit extra glue just in the corners, just for a little bit extra. So just hold that in place for a moment until that sticks. Okay, once that's stuck, get your nail clippers and just pop your nail into that to whatever length you want really. I'm going to go about here because I can always take a bit more off afterwards, possibly a little bit more, so about there. And then what I do, unstick the sides, is I get a little pair of nail clippers and I just take those sides in. I like sort of I don't know, sort of coffin shape now, so I just take those in, so you've already got that shape there. I then use a file and just go down those edges to make sure they're all exactly the same. Just really saves a lot of filing time at the end. And just get that shape in there. And then what you want to do is go over where the nail tip meets the nail and just buff that carefully, just so there's no ridge there whatsoever. And you can run your finger over it just to make sure that there's no ridge. Use a buffing block as well, just to go over the whole of that nail, making sure it's nice and smooth and there's no ridge there. That's done, that's a complete nail. There's no ridge, nice easy tip application. Thanks for watching.